This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. And by Lee Health.
Southwest Florida, we're glad that you stayed with us, and I think you're going to be thrilled as well. Got some Punta Gorda in here. We're at McGregor Clinic, of course. So thrilled to welcome Melissa Reichert to the show, the Public Relations and Communications Manager for the City of Punta Gorda. Is that fair to say?
That is fair to say. Thanks for having me on.
And you are basically new to Florida.
Very new. I started my position about 3 months ago. I'm absolutely loving Southwest Florida so far.
Mm-hmm. So prior to that, you were where?
I was up in Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, a community called Wisconsin Rapids. I was the president of the Chamber of Commerce there for the last 15 years. I did a lot of work in economic development, community development, but really excited to take this new opportunity down in Punta Gorda.
So this time of the year right now, you'd be all snuggled up in all those coats and everything, getting ready for the depression of the winter.
It's a little cold right now. Pictures of my granddaughter this morning, she was bundled all up waiting for the bus. So.
You got it made now.
Mm-hmm.
This is about as cold as you're going to get.
It's a very good thing.
Well, we're so glad to have you in the community, and certainly to have you in the city of Punta Gorda. You know, we've taken our television show up there, and I'm really impressed with Punta Gorda, and it's good to continue to talk to the folk up there in Punta Gorda. Now, what's your first 3 months on the job been like?
A lot of learning. Everything from just getting to know different people in the community to taking over the communications tools that already exist and getting ready to roll out some new communication tools.
As the Chamber of Commerce, head of the Chamber of Commerce in Wisconsin, place that you were in Wisconsin, a lot of the stuff that you did there is transferable to what you're doing now?
It certainly is now. I did a lot of promotion of the community, a lot of advocating for things that were important to the residents in Wisconsin Rapids. I'll be doing the same thing here in Punta Gorda, making sure that everybody has what they need to be comfortable in life and in the community and has the information that they need to make decisions.
Does your job interface with the city government, the city council, the mayor in various ways, and how does that work?
It certainly does. A lot of the communication tools that I put out, they provide input into. I provide to them to communicate with their constituents as well.
Mm-hmm. We have a website on the screen, a phone number, 941-575-3394, and cityofpuntagordafl.com. That site is tied directly to what we're constantly hearing now is the microsite.
Right. As of as of just a little bit ago, the website, the city's website now has the opportunity to visit our microsite. And our microsite is really geared at people outside of the community, where our city website is where you can go to pay your water bill or things like that, find out information about things going on in the city. Our microsite is intended for people outside of the community. So it's to attract new residents, to attract new businesses, and also new visitors to the community. So it's broader than what our city website is.
So the microsite is something that's nationally, internationally, people will be able to go to, and what are some specific, like a couple of specific things they'll see there?
Sure. So if you are interested in locating a business in Punta Gorda, it'll tell you all of the incentives that are available for business development in the city. If you're interested in relocating to the city, it'll connect you to the resources and people that you need to be able to find a property that meets your needs in the community.
And prior to now, Punta Gorda lacked that.
Right.
Since it's being created.
Right. The city didn't really have any control of their own image and identity or putting information out there. We had relied on other organizations to do that for us. Mm-hmm. And about a year and a half ago or so, the city council, along with the city manager, really started to understand that there was a need for us to control our own message. And that's what we're able to do with that microsite.
Well, when I've come to Punta Gorda, I always have just such a great time. In fact, I'm planning on vacationing in Punta Gorda, like for a week or something. Mm-hmm. Just everything is easy to get to, friendly, lots of restaurants that I don't think a lot of people realize. Mm-hmm. And it just seemed, and when I was last in Punta Gorda, I hadn't been there for any period of time for about 5 years. And I went back and I was like, man, a lot has changed in those 5 years. Can you expound on that, if you will?
certainly everything from park improvements, so Gilchrist Park, Lashley Park have all experienced new investments into things that make the infrastructure better for people that are visiting. We also have many new restaurants, new transportation modes within the community. Improvements happen every single day.
And I love the museum you have there, specifically the Blanchard House of African American History Museum there in Punta Gorda. Very educational in terms of the history of Punta Gorda.
That's one thing that's really impressed me in Punta Gorda is how history has been preserved and how people value history. We cared about our community and our history in central Wisconsin, but not to the degree that I see here in Florida, and that has been just so interesting to get to learn from the various organizations that preserve history and see the historic murals and all the things that there are to do in Punta Gorda that are history related.
You're welcoming people from all cultural and diverse backgrounds. Mm-hmm. That's something that Punta Gorda wants to continue to expand on?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
When you look at Punta Gorda 5 years from now, what is your hope that it will look like and be like and feel like and taste like?
Certainly, that it still feels like a hometown.
Okay.
With a vibrant downtown and engaged residents like we have right now.
Mm-hmm. What is the Community Development Summit in Punta Gorda?
Okay, that is called Journey to the Future, and actually you're going to be a part of that with us, moderating the history panel. What it is it's a tool to get people involved in planning of the community. So we know that back in 2005, the community was very successful with an organization called Team Punta Gorda in raising money to do a citywide master plan. And this master plan that was put on the books 13 years ago, just about all of it has been implemented at this point, which if you've worked in other communities, you know that a lot of times plans are done and they just sit on a shelf. Well, one of the things that I think is the reason that this plan is a living plan and has not just sat on that shelf is because it was resident engagement that brought people in to be a part of that plan. So that's what this summit is intended to do, is to bring people to the table to get involved in community development.
Well, I've moderated a lot of things over the years, but as I'm continuing to work with people who are putting this particular event together, I'm realizing that there's a lot of details to this, and it's going to be a really exciting summit for people to be a part of. Again, that's Journey to the Future all about. Back to the city of Punta Gorda. You guys came, a few years ago, it was a hurricane that came through there. And seems like it's all the way back from the hurricane. Is it all the way back?
It is not. We are still down a number of businesses that we had before the hurricane. There's still opportunity for some greenfield development. There's a lot of opportunity for infill development. So the community still has kind of a blank slate yet to be written.
What about the residential living there?
Residential, we have housing stock available for just about any price point.
Okay.
And we need to continue to develop more housing within the city of Punta Gorda, but we also know that we have to have business revenue as well. So it has to be that balance.
Yeah, balance. Now, when people hear the word, the city Punta Gorda, what do you hope comes to their mind?
A calm, tranquil place that has great restaurants and welcoming and friendly people.
Great vacation spot.
Great vacation spot.
Kid friendly.
Great boating community.
Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you.
Look forward to getting you back in the future.
Great. Thanks.
All right, stay right there. The saying goes on this particular show, for those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like Melissa and all the fine people who are associated with the city of Punta Gorda who are doing it. We'll see you next week. Give her a hand. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching Lee Pitts Live. Of course, I'm Lee Pitts, the host of Lee Pitts Live. We're here at the Holiday Inn Airport in Fort Myers, and I want you to continue to watch Lee Pitts Live on television, on YouTube, and of course, listen to us on radio. But to get all of your shows to come right to you, just click on that subscribe button right there, and Lee Pitts Live will come right to you, your time, your way. That's Lee Pitts Live.